It's the most efficient I have ever driven.
Today's game plan is to leave Antigua and head a little bit more west, roam into the unknown. But hear me out.
So let me give you a little bit of some of my secrets.
As this might be the most beautiful sunrise I've ever experienced in my life. It's not popular opinion quite yet, but what's the point of driving an electric car if you can't reach the hard places? Well, time to put that to the test. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Sandro and I probably have one of the most unconventional stealth overlanding rigs on the internet. I fully renovated my 2023 Tesla Model X long range, aka Beluga, with a full kitchen, running water, 250 watts of solar on the hood, and plenty more. Throughout the last 2.5 years of solo travel, we have roamed all over North America, conquering some of the most remote regions one can travel to. Slowly, we are driving south on the Pan American Highway to Ushuaia, Argentina, a 20,000 mile journey throughout 15 countries.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Welcome to our final day in Antigua. And let me tell you, it's been phenomenal. So I have been at this police compound for about 10 days now, and I actually just got back from hiking to the summit of the volcano Acatenango. If I said that right, sometimes it really takes me a little bit to say the names properly. But instead of telling you how it was, let me show you how it went. Okay, so how long have we been hiking? Only 25 minutes. Yeah, and we got a break. So we brought marshmallows and crackers with us so we can make s'mores on top of the volcano.
3,188 meters. Yes.
Español, pero con subtítulos en español. Sí, porque that legit is it. You get 1 minute and that's that.
Boom! Well done, people!
No, we're not! Boom, head bye.
It's kind of embarrassing. Well, the reality is here, you probably can't even hear me, but look at that. We'll do some more. Goes in the oven. It's melting, I can feel it. Wow. Thankfully, we have our drone back because, yeah, I mean, I'm going through Nicaragua and they're not gonna allow any drones for you to bring into the country. Like, they're pretty strict on it. So I almost gave up, legit, because it was so hard. Yeah, but thankfully those two local guys that basically roam around the mountain helped me out and really motivated me to go find it, to go fetch. That's how I'm able to capture these beautiful moments like this. If you do decide to come to Antigua and want to hike Volcan Acatenango, which I highly suggest, I do suggest you go with Blue Sky Adventures. They really give you a beautiful experience, tailored very personally, because there were other groups that were like hiking up, but they were all gone and we took our time at the summit. So highly suggest them. We are in a little bit of a hurry right now because I have to go pick up some malaria pills. I'm not sick, but I think it's just better to have them with you on this journey because malaria has been on the rise. So we have to get there before 9, and then we're heading to Lake Atitlan, and I'll show you exactly where I'm charging. And there is a fast charger along the route, and hopefully it's not like last time that this one works. Yo, 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 yo. Hey. Thanks. So
It's okay.
this is Susan. Have you
Hi.
have you recovered a bit from yesterday?
No, I'm still a bit sick, sadly, but
Oh.
I don't know. I hope I will be better soon.
Sore?
Soon.
Sore? Like
I don't know. I feel like fever, so I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hope you get better though.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, these are the malaria pills in case. Only with positive diagnosis, right?
With a double bloods,
Sample.
something. Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully not, but and if I don't get malaria, I can give it to somebody else. You know.
Yeah.
So. Thanks, Susan.
luck.
Well, maybe I see you later. Maybe not.
Yeah.
So, cheers.
Have fun in Lake Atitlan.
Yeah. Hetzelfde.
Okay.
Doei.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. I honestly think that the Dutch people being there was one of my favorite things about the whole hike. Obviously, the view was amazing, and making those marshmallows, man, made me miss home a bit. It really did. Right now, we're leaving Antigua with 19% battery. You can see right there. And we're right here on the PlugShare map. Oh, and we are going to Estincla. I can't even say it. I'm sorry. But there it is, ts.la, and they have a CC2, no reviews, but CC2 and a shadow mode adapter right there. In between here and that city, there are some other destination chargers I could use, but the only problem is those are not public. So that's kind of the reality here in Guatemala. It's a lot of privatized. They're not always open, but let's give this a try. And finding trash cans here is actually very difficult. Antigua is one of the only cities that I've been able to find public trash cans where I can just dump my trash. But that's also part of this whole expedition, is to produce as little trash as I can to leave as little as an impact. Essentially, that is Volcan Fuego, and that is Volcan Acatenango. That's where we were yesterday. You see how we're driving behind those two trucks? This is perfect because I'm just driving slow down the hill, recharging the battery, letting people pass on my left, like that. This is my expedition vehicle, my home, my daily driver. So I'm very, very cautious when it comes to driving, taking my time. Autopilot does work here, but it's really cool. It's kind of I don't know, because there's no geofence, there's no speed limit here. Usually in North America, you have the speed limit there and then you can adjust that, but pretty much we could drive as fast as we want, I think, on autopilot. Hola, buen día. Gracias. Not sure what that was, but and now it's time to find that elusive fast charger on a mission here. Look at that, we got here with 23% and we left with 19. And if you see right here, if you go to, you can see just how efficient we have driven. 88 kilometers, it's 74.4 watts per kilometer. It is 119 watts per mile. It lasts about 50 miles. That literally is the most efficient I have ever driven So that's how you can kind of manipulate it, going downhill and just driving a little bit slower. You can gain charge back, which is awesome. So this is the adapter that I'm gonna be using today. It is a CC2, so you have your AC and then your DC. And this is the first time I'm gonna be charging this on the fast charger. So let's see how it goes. Okay, that's good. And to make this work, there's a little button right here on top that you have to press when you insert it. So otherwise the car doesn't accept the charge. We have blue light. Can't really see anything on the screen. You can only see me. Hola. Scan QR or what? So I'm just like lollygagging, just trying to figure this out. And then it just turns on. So we have CC2 right here. So let's start. Okay. Still blue, nothing's happening. Let's do 90. Let's play it conservative. Press start to charge. Interesting. Wow, starting to charge. Blue light is blinking. Okay. Beluga is charging with some premium juice. Wow, this is pretty cool. This is the first fast charger in Guatemala. And right now, let's check this out. We're getting about, oh no. Oops. We're getting about 50 kilowatts. Okay, I'm very happy with that. I'll take it. This is the fastest charger I've had in, yeah, Belize. So it's been a few weeks. Okay, so we're in the thick of it now. So let me give you a little bit of some of my secrets of how I hypermile. The first thing that I do, and sometimes it depends on the weather, is I turn off climate control. And the only thing that is on is my ventilated seats. Number two is I sometimes lower my air suspension to the lowest setting, but it's a little bit of a balance because if you're going through town, again, you're going slow, so you're not using that much energy. But here, the little speed bumps, the reductor, are crazy and very, like right now we have one right here, so I'm raising my suspension to high. Most of them are homemade once you get into town, so you kind of know where they are. But the only thing is, if it's on very low, it is very bad for the tires because they're cambered in the back. Because again, this is a performance car, a mom car essentially. You can pick up your kids from school, you can pick up groceries, and you can go to the drag strip and race and smoke everybody the same day. But the very low setting is not the best because it will wear out your tires faster, so I tend to put it on low, just as the standard setting. Third thing that I do is actually I drive barefoot and I drive mostly myself. Autopilot is available here in Guatemala, but there are no speed limits on it, essentially. But the issue is if I'm going uphill and I've set the speed maybe to 69 kilometers per hour, it will just floor it to keep that speed, and that uses a lot of energy. So instead, I like to take over. I kind of go a little bit slower. Right now, I'm going 35 miles per hour, about 60 kilometers, and it's perfect. But Sandro, that sounds very desperate and it's kind of impractical. But it's really not, because this is how you optimize range. And for 99% of all the road trips in the United States, in Canada, Alaska, you don't need to do this. It is really when I think you're going to the Arctic Ocean, or like you're in Guatemala and you're really going to the unknown. And now that I have been to Tuktoyaktuk, I don't think you have to take these desperate measures, but nobody at that time had any videos about driving up, even to Alaska. So it's kind of like a beta, like trial and error, and you learn. But this is really how I optimize my range. But I have a question for you. If you are in a pinch, whether you drive a gas or electric vehicle, what are some of your resolutions? I would love to know. Leave a comment down below. And I want to know, where are you watching from in the world? Also, leave that down below. So after a long day of driving, I am very, very hungry. So let's make some pasta. Unfortunately, after living on the road for almost 3 years, I have no real way to boil pasta. So what I do is I cook water like this in my tea kettle and just kind of let the pasta soak for like 5 to 8 minutes. Right now we're using 1.4 kilowatt worth of energy. An input of the solar panels up front is 91 watts. Ooh, let's get hot. While that is cooking, let's talk about the elephant in the room and talk about the range that I have used today. So let me go to display. Since the last time I've charged, I've driven 130 kilometers, consumed 31.2 kilowatt hours. Average energy consumption is 243.1 watts per kilometer. That is a lot actually. That's 391 watts per mile. On average, in Mexico, it's been 283 because of all the hills. And this is my average for Ushuaia. Definitely not as efficient as I would have liked. We're here with 56% battery state of charge. And we left that fast charger with 95%. So we've used about 40. Even though I felt like I drove very efficient, I guess with the amount of uphill, it unfortunately wasn't. So a 500-mile Tesla, I've had a few instances, like in Oaxaca, when you're pretty much just going downhill very, very fast and then just not overly excitingly speeding. You can actually get, I would say I had that day about 370 miles. So that's 40 more miles that initially the EPA had rated. So it's possible because I could technically charge here with the solar as well, with these solar modules. But these are mainly for that kitchen in the back. Because if you were just to solar power your journey, you need a lot of solar power, like a lot. Just this has to be all filled. But it's not impossible. Like my friends Martin and Renske from the Netherlands, they've driven a Skoda electric from Amsterdam all the way to South Africa. Ay, 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 the flies. Okay. But it is all about the seasoning. A bit of a struggle right there, but we got it. So that's my chair. Perfecto. This is my little table. So what I do is I use my tripod stand right there, and then this is my sub trunk cover, and then I have a little table. I can also raise it by raising the suspension, but I'm kind of lazy, so I'll just keep it this height for right now. So I've heard puppies, and there's a mom right there. I put some leftover falafel that I had right there. Some of the street dogs I've been feeding, they've been enjoying that. Es para ti. Yeah, you probably don't speak English. Ahí. Allá. Yeah, she looks like she's terrified of people.
She's eating the food. I'm so happy. So happy right now.
I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 babies. Oh man, so cute. Yeah, it's a very different culture here in Guatemala. There are so many street dogs. She was super afraid of me, but I crouched and I fed her. So there's enough trust within us now that Mama came down with 3 of her pups. In Dutch, we would say een beetje gek in de kop, a little bit crazy in your head, and that is right. And if you want to support our adventures, simply just watching, share this video with a friend, and check out our Patreon down below. But let's keep pushing boundaries together, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Cheers!